What is happening, sports fans? It's your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5-pack. I am rocking it solo. It is Friday, December 17th. We got 8 NBA games to talk about. Crazy news all over with COVID, health and safety protocols, et cetera, et cetera. It might not mean anything in a couple hours or even a couple minutes, but wanted to get something out for you guys. I just dropped the members-only video, so got 5 of my favorite plays on the slate to talk over. Before I do that, I'm going to shout out our promoters real quick. So if Jazz Sports, if you sign up and join Jazz Sports, you get a no-risk wager up to $1,000 in your first bet. That's $1,000 back if your first wager's graded a loss. You just can't beat that deal. There's no back on free. I encourage everyone to check that out. And then Loose Lines is under the radar. They offer really good lines and odds, reduced juice, and a ton of other perks. You get an additional 50% off when you deposit there. So a lot of things to like over at Jazz Sports and Loose Lines. The links will be in the description section of my video. I'd appreciate it if you check it out. That being said, let's talk over some NBA. Like I said, we got 5 guys to talk over, and I like all 5 of them quite a bit. Starting at the top, Lock City, Drew Holiday, no Giannis, no Portis tonight. They're missing other bodies. Just really no Giannis means Holiday's a lock. We saw him put up 55 DK points against Indiana the other night. Now going back to his old stomping grounds, revenge spot in New Orleans. Still very fairly priced at $7,900. You just play Drew Holiday and move on. In this spot with Giannis out, he should probably be closer to $10K than the $8K he's listed at. So at this $7,900 price point, we can't lock him in fast enough. Moving on down to another guy at a very similar price point, that's going to be Deangelo Russell. I like D'Lo a lot anyways. I always like D'Lo. Let's call a spade. But I liked him a lot anyways tonight, even with Anthony Edwards in. Great spot, and also in another revenge game against the Lakers. Well, now with Anthony Edwards out, he looks like one of the better plays on the slate. Price down to 7,600. Minutes are back up. We know he's got big upside at 7,600, and in this spot, I really like me some D'Lo here. If I'm making one lineup, he's in it. Another guy who's definitely in it is another one of the Bucks, Drew Holiday's teammate, Chris Middleton, probably the best overall play on the slate. He's playing tonight. He's probable. We assume he's good to go. If Giannis were in, Middleton would be one of the better plays on the slate at 6,700. That tells you all you need to know about Middleton tonight at 6,700 with Giannis out. Great spot against New Orleans. I think this game is competitive, as evidenced by the 2-point spread. Middleton's one of the bigger locks we'll have all year. Moving on down to another guy that looks like he's in a great spot. So that Minnesota-LA game with Russell Westbrook and Anthony Edwards out looks to have all over. The brow himself, Anthony Davis, all the way down to 9,400. Haven't seen this guy under 10K in a minute. Well, he's there now and quite under it at 94. Very good spot in a high-paced game against the Timberwolves. No Russell Westbrook means he'll shorter even more of the offensive load. They're missing Dwight Howard. Maybe he gets some more center minutes. AD at 9,400 with no looks like a slam dunk play in all formats. And I'm going to lock him in accordingly, at least as of right now, because obviously we know things change. So if you see me with a lineup without AD, things must have changed a little bit, because that's the nature of the beast as far as NBA DFS goes. Last but not least, another Buck, because they're just in a crust spot against the Pelicans, and they're priced like everyone's healthy for them. Demarcus, Boogie Cousins, 3,100. Do I expect Boogie to play 40 minutes here? Hell no. Should he play 25 minutes? Probably. No Giannis, no Portis, no Brook Lopez, no Thanasis. I mean, this team is really, really shorthanded in the front court. And while I definitely could see them playing small, I also think they want to try to body up J-Val, et cetera, et cetera. So Cousins could be in line for big minutes here. And while he's very, his feet aren't nearly as quick as they used to be, he's still a bucket. He can get buckets with the best of them. And at 3,100, he's got 10x upside for sure if he plays 20-plus minutes. So those are my 5 of my favorite guys on the slate. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more info, more content, any of that stuff, go check out the DFS 5-pack. We'd love to have you over here. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to throw the links to Jazz Sports and Loose Lines in the description section of the video. Please, guys, check that out because there's a lot of games this weekend to bet on. Thanks as always. Appreciate you.